Building grades, flying flip cars, till I can afford a supercar. So we gotta get some materials brought down. Saving up these materials, and I've been gathering stuff up now for over a year. And this is where I've been storing it. So all this plywood, I've been saving that up. I'm gonna make my own trusses with this. These are all 2x4 by 8s and 10s, 2x4s, and an inch bore, some plywood. This is 2x4 by 12s, and back there is 2x6 by 12s. So I'm gonna start loading up the truck. I'll put you guys on a time lapse. All this material, gotta go down my own house to where that grade is getting built. Well, that's one load. We got about 5 or 6 left to go. And I'm already gummed. Load number 2. So those are all 8s and 10s, full 2x4s that I milled myself. Can I get a better look at what's here now? Load number 3. Load number 3 is on the truck. I probably could put more on there, but I don't really feel like replacing a back window anytime soon. That's some beautiful lumber. Full 2x4 by 12s, all milled by myself. Load number 4. I got the rest of my 12-foot 2x4s, and I just got a bunch of 2x material thrown on top. Load number 5. First load of 2x6 by 12s loaded up. Just 80 pieces there. She's not squatting too bad. Load number 6. I've spent 2 days playing with my wood. I played with my wood that much, my 2 arms are tired. For real though, I've been pretty busy. Just look around. I got all my walls are made. I've started making my truss. I got 8 made, so I gotta make 13 more. I ran out of nails today, so I gotta pick up some more nails. Here's a little recap of what I've been up to this week. So right now we're just cutting all the 2x4s to size and putting the right angle on them to make the trusses. This is my wife's uncle. This is Uncle Tone. He's a carpenter and he helped me a lot with this project. We did so much cutting to make these trusses. We spent an entire day pretty much just cutting out all the material to make these trusses. So this is the same day. Later on that evening, me and the wife went out. We started cutting out some plywood to join all the trusses together. This is the next day. We're just finished cutting out the plywood right now, and we're starting to nail these trusses together. It did rain a lot this day, but we pushed on and worked through it. We made a jig on the wall and built all the trusses right there. So I spent most of my time cutting stuff out to make these trusses. Everything has been pre-cut. My wife's uncle was up to help me. I got to cut out a lot more plywood. As probably some of you guys know, I have my own sawmill. So all the lumber in the truss have been milled by myself. The plywood mostly is stuff that I just kind of scrounged up here and there. Old stuff from previous projects. You know, I'm just kind of a hoarder, so I don't throw nothing out. I just keep it. This is a wall. There's some acrylic lies on this wall temporarily right now. And you can see all these blocks of wood here. These are to make up a jig. So that way I can fit all my trusses together, and every time they're exactly the same. So this is the bottom piece. These are the top pieces. Then you get some webbing in between. Kinda like so. We gotta cut out a bunch of plywood. We gotta put a piece of plywood on each spot where the webbing is joined. This is the end result. I left this piece here open so I can use it for storage later down the road. So this is Sunday. I gotta work all this week, and then this weekend coming I gotta do some more work, but I'm hoping to have these trusses all made kind of in the evenings when I get home from work. That way next weekend I can just continue on with something else. So I'll put in a few little clips here of just me maybe cutting my logs, where I got my logs, how I got them home. I hauled them out with that screw down there. Me and my father, we normally go in every year and we cut a pile of firewood and we get some logs out of it that I use for lumber. These were fairly big logs because these are all 12-foot 2x4s. So they were quite heavy. Car flips are still coming, don't worry. There's the next flip, patiently waiting. Holy f***, guys, we got walls. So I finally got all my trusses done, and today we stuck up these walls. A few good hands to help me put these walls up today. So this is where the ramp is gonna go. We're gonna flip a lot of cars here, don't worry. We got one garage door going here. We got another garage door going right here. This is gonna be the main door. And I got two windows. Up here in this corner, we're gonna have a compressor, a tire machine, a balancer. We're gonna have a big bench here, and there's gonna be a hydraulic press somewhere here.
Where's the beer fridge?
Over here. So the one bay up there is for flipping cars. This second bay is going to be a home for my 1953 Mercury pickup truck that we're going to put an LS in. Stay tuned, because this garage got to get built and we got flips to flip. So the walls are all pretty much up. Today we're going to work on getting these trusses up. Here she is. So here we are, 12 foot high, up on the scaffold. I'm just waiting for a few fellas to show up now and we'll stick these trusses up. 20 by 40, 800 square feet. A lot of people commenting on this view here. So this is the Atlantic Ocean. This little area right here is what we call Lockers Bay. This, I don't know if you want to call this a hill. This is Birchy Head. Up here is Squid Arm. And you go on out this way. Now that's how you get to like kind of the open-ish ocean. If you look at this as a whole, yes, this is a huge project. But if you just take it one little job at a time, it's not so bad. So here we are, putting the trusses up, one at a time. I had a good crew of fellows here help me again. The pay is not very good, but it's the way she goes. It's kind of like you scratch my back and I scratch yours. So whenever one of the boys needs their car fixed, they'll know where to come. After we had so many put up, we just had to pile them all up, because if we kept going, we wouldn't be able to get them up on the roof because there wouldn't be enough room. And then we just slid them back in place afterwards. You can't really tell maybe on camera, but it is raining today. But you know, I'm used to that. This is Newfoundland, not Disneyland. Safety first. I'm going to do a little update where I'm at right now with the garage, and I'm also going to do a cost breakdown of how much I got into this garage so far. So as you can see, all the walls are pretty well sheeted over. Got most of this side of the roof sheeted over. Here's a look from inside. Here's a little look from the top. Got all our scaffold set up. The roof is sheeted up so far. The other side is not done yet. I don't really like heights that much. We'll go over here. So this is how I've been getting the Aspenite up here. I've been pretty much, I'll flick it up on its edge in the truck onto the scaffold right here. And then another guy up here, I'll lift as I push. So this price list is gonna be just the walls, the truss, and all the sheeting. So let's get at it. Right off the bat, I had 150 2x6x12s. These came out to roughly about 10 bucks a piece. 1,500 bucks for all the studs. I had 50 sheets of 7/16 OSB that went around all the walls. 1,320 bucks. I had 40 sheets of 5/8 TNG OSB. That's for the roof. Came to just about 1,500 bucks. 2x10s to frame out my windows and doors. $115. I had some more 2x6. This was to make the ladders outside the gable and also my toe board. 220 bucks. Nails. This was mostly 2-inch and 3¼ inch strip nails for a framing nailer. 282 bucks. I bought Tyvek, it's not put on yet. 130 bucks. I had a foam to go on the bottom of my walls, the bottom of the sill plate or whatever you want to call it. 15 bucks. And my truss, which were essentially free. Yes, it did take me time, gas, yada 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 for me to cut those logs, bring them out and mill them. But not much actual money came out of my pocket to make those trusses. That would leave my grand total so far into this garage for the floor and the walls and the roof. That would be $11,656.24. The next items are going to kind of be bigger ticket items. My windows and doors, the roof got to be shingled, and the electrical. This is going to be a hefty cost, I'm sure. Then when the electrical is done, we got insulation, and we got to sheet it up inside. I'm also going to be putting a heat pump in here. I'd really like to keep the cost of this garage down around 30 grand. That's my goal.